wall. Ben just about avoids it. Is history going to repeat itself? Yes, it is. Off the track, into the wall they go. They go down like Skittles. Formula Danny is the winner of the first ever Squad Sprint Series. He is the champion.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're back for the Veloce Squad Sprint. This is round number 3 for the Austrian Grand Prix. You are probably wondering why this is a week late. Well, we'll save that for later on in the video, but you'll be best assured to know that this is a 2-part episode. It's probably already spoiled in the title. It's probably called Ferrari Calamity or something like that. But either way, we get ready for the Austrian Grand Prix. 5 red lights, and away we go for the Austrian round of the championship, starting down in P13. We're always going to have a lot of work to do as we get absolutely clobbered by both of the Renaults on the run into turn 1. We had Simon Weigang up our inside, and then we had Jarno Opmeer trying to overtake us off the circuit there. Now I've turned across Aeterno into turn 3. I actually didn't even know he was there. I was like, oh crap, I'm glad I didn't swerve any harder than what I did. But as usual, there is carnage at turn 3. Safety car has been deployed. I've gained a position on Rawagi, who was slowed up, and that results in us going from P12, P13 to P9. So it's been a pretty solid start. We are on the medium tyres. Not tempted to go into the pit lane for a stop, to be honest. I feel like Austria is quite up there in terms of tyre wear. So I don't imagine that I'd be able to get to the end on a soft compounded tyre. Maybe I could, but it would be very risky. So I thought, you know what? Let's stick it out as long as we can on the mediums. We do have decent track position now, especially now that a few people have made their stop. So hopefully this is the best way forward. I feel like track position is very, very important in a lobby like this, or in a championship like this, because there's a lot of slower people, there's a lot of inconsistent or laggy people, and I don't know, sometimes it's just best to keep yourself at the front and out of trouble, and that's the strategy that I'm going for in this race as we get the race back underway on lap 4. We're still on the medium tyres, where we're taking Veloce Isaac on a set of soft compound tyres, so pretty happy that I'm overtaking someone who's on a better tyre there, so we move ourselves up inside the top 5. Now we've got Formula Danny closing in from behind. And for those of you who don't know, Formula Danny is probably the quickest guy on the game. He is absolutely rapid, so trying to put up any kind of fight against him would be pretty much futile, especially given that he has already made his stop onto a new set of soft compound tyres. So I'm going to make life very easy for both of us. We're going to let Danny go through, and we're going to follow him in hopefully all of his overtakes that he makes. So he'll be carving his way through the field. I'm going to hopefully cling on to his slipstream and DRS. That didn't exactly work out, did it? I'm like a second a lap slower with my mediums. Then you've got the talent deficit as well, which means that Danny is going to lose us pretty quickly, and he has. So it's P6 for us at the moment. We're now looking to make a move on Ryan L83. We got kind of surprised there in the turn 4. Veloce Hypers gets past us. He's on softs. He's an esports driver. I'm not really too worried about the esports drivers at this stage. Just trying to get in front of the likes of Kaki, Ryan, and someone else ahead. I'm not too sure who it is. It might be Alex Gillen. I'm not too sure. Either way, it's another Toro Rosso or Red Bull or something. But anyway, heading into the next right hand. It's Chambolic Bassi, who's on a pad, by the way, so we definitely need to finish in front of him in this race. We get up the inside of Kaki into the middle sector, and that is us back inside the top 6. You might have noticed my engine was overheating a bit there, so that's something we need to manage. I've gone straight back down into lean revs in order to cool the engine. It's not as efficient, and it doesn't have the same top end speed when it's overheating, so trying to keep that under wraps is proving to be a bit of an issue here in the high altitude of the Austrian hills. But we're getting a nice run on Ryan. We've cooled the engine now, and we're going to have a nice little go into turn 4. We switched to the inside pretty late. Nothing really doing there, so we have to bide our time for now. I've been pretty patient with Ryan. We have had our comings together, not only in this series, but you guys probably won't know, but We've crashed a lot in league racing in years gone by, so I'm pretty wary when it comes to Ryan's awareness and racecraft. We go to the outside here, and then he basically pretends I'm not there a little bit. It's a little bit cheeky there, but we're going to see if we can get a nice exit out of turn 1. We will have the outside line heading into turn 3. Ryan has actually lost a bit of his front wing on Cem Boligbasi just a couple of corners ago. So now he's going to be falling like a stone a little bit. He, again, shuts the door at turn 3, so we're going to have to go around the outside once again. Ryan putting up a very strong fight here, despite not having any front wing, which is a little bit odd if you ask me. Again, we get the squeeze at turn 4, a little bit of grass, and that was all that was required to send us in a spin. Very frustrating. Ryan pits as soon as we crash, just like in Brazil, which was, I don't know, it's quite I just don't understand the logic there to put up such a fight on someone that's going to overtake you in the pit lane or just on track in just a matter of corners. For me, it makes no sense to hold up someone who is a lot faster, which is what I did with Danny, which is what I did with Hypers. If I see someone who's a lot faster than me coming through, there's not much need in putting up a fight, especially at the early stages of a race, but not everyone has brain cells. But we set the fastest up at the Grand Prix, 106.0. That was the only consolation we had in this one. The pace was there, I guess, but yeah, just the luck wasn't on our side, I guess. I should have probably forced the issue a little bit earlier with Ryan. I was probably a little bit too patient. I probably should have gone for the inside as opposed to the outside at one of those opportunities. But regardless, you live and you learn. This is the last lap now. I'm going to go full send on Niren here, who I think is a little bit slow. Might have some damage. We go up the inside into the final corner, and we go for a big old Sebastian Vettel spin, and that was our race. To be honest, I was laughing at that. I think Niren was laughing as well. He was actually in the same Discord call as us, but the race was effectively already over about at the halfway stage. I knew with my penalty that I had. I actually sped into the pit lane after on the way into changing my wing and stuff, so I already knew I wasn't getting points. So I just thought I'd go for the dive just for the sake of content. But yes, that is that is why I didn't upload this race last week, because that was just an absolute shit show. And we're going to move on to the next race, which is the Belgian Grand Prix. I'm hoping that with my torrid race that I've had today, it'll mean that I'm starting further up the field, because as you guys might know, in Veloce Squad Sprint, the starting order of every race is based on championship position, but reversed. So whoever's leading the championship starts last, and whoever's doing horribly starts on the front. So let's get this next race underway. Belgian Grand Prix. Let's cut to some live comm with me and Arav.
Right, Belgium. Oh, I guess that's probably one of the best tracks actually to come into with no practice whatsoever, and the last time I drove this game was 3 days ago.
Oh, yeah, it's a lifetime ago, mate.
Where am I then? I'm P8. Is it 8? Yeah,
I'm P12.
You're 12. You're pretty still far
Still
back, actually.
only like 1 or 2 places higher, if that.
JD's on pole. I wonder who's going to have a good chance of winning.
Last week it was Simon, I think.
Okay. Today's plan, I need to beat Joe and Hayden. They're still ahead of me in the championship, and that just can't fly for a 4th episode. So that's the plan.
Hey, look, there's the cops on the left-hand side. They'll be ready to arrest anyone who's a bit naughty today.
Right. So far, it's been 1 bad race, 1 good race, 1 bad race, 1... Well, hopefully this will be the other good race. Complete the checkerboard so far for Ferrari as a team.
Before bad race again.
Nah, mate. Nah, it's got F1 works in patterns. The checkerboard has to be completed here. So that's me and you confirmed. Decent points today. Let's go.
All right. Arav said it himself. Decent points confirmed. Let's find out if that comes true. 5 red lights, and away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix, and someone's not even moved off the line. Arav is out of the race right from the outset. What have you done? Arav has absolutely cursed us. He says guaranteed pointer on the horizon, and the F1 gods have said absolutely no. Get out of here with your patterns theory. That means absolutely nothing. Here's a replay from spectator view. someone just didn't move. I think it was one of the McLarens off the line. I can confirm it was actually Vizer. I don't even know how to pronounce his name properly, but he couldn't connect his pad to his PC, and so he just never moved off the grid, and unfortunately the game never ghosted him, so it meant it was just diabolical scenes on the grid. Look at Danny, his avoidance here was amazing to get out of that without any front wing damage. But now, have a listen to this. This is Ara's reaction.
Okay, be interesting turn one. Here we go. Let's do this. Fucking hell, these lights are on for ages. Oh, come on!
Well,
what was that?
that's a joke.
I'm out.
How's that checkerboard going?
Yeah, real great checkerboard that, mate. Real great. What the hell was that?
Someone didn't move off the start. Like someone, a McLaren was sideways, kind of thing.
Oh my god. Are you serious? Oh, what the hell, man. I didn't have enough reaction time for that. Literally, I think it was McLaren. Was literally not moving off the grid.
Yeah.
I could not react in time. Have you got damage?
Yeah, my whole wing's gone.
Oh,
It's alright. Safety car's out. I'm pitting for mediums.
I could
I'm
not.
going to the end.
I could not react fast enough for that. I could not move my wheel any faster to try and get out of the way.
I was just lucky to not lose a wheel, to be honest. And here we are, back to live scenes. So, the situation is, Arav is out, Vizer is out, Simon Weigang is out, I've lost my front wing, and a lot of people around us will probably have damage as well. Then throw into the mix people who just want to make a pit stop and probably get to the end on their incoming set of tyres. So we're going for the front wing change. Pretty unfortunate that this has happened, to be honest. Well, to be honest, I'm glad to still be in the race, for one. But two, I would have loved to have been able to switch onto softs. I could probably still switch onto softs if I really wanted to. But I don't know. I feel like I need to sweat out these strategies and just make sure that I can get to the end of the race on a set of softs. Maybe that's something I'll do for future weeks, but at the moment, we're just going to play it safe and stick it out on the medium tyre. We got Jarno Opmeer behind. He's on softs. Like I said, absolutely no point fighting someone who is a lot faster than you. He's on a faster tyre, and he's a faster driver as well. So, we are going to do the 200 IQ plays of just letting him go. And, you know, when you fight someone who is a lot faster than you, I used to say this a lot in league racing, you're only costing yourself time. You may as well not fight someone who is going to overtake you anyway. Yes, it's a different story when it's near the end of the race and you can back yourself to hold them up. But the start of the race, when you know that they're going to get past, no point. Move on. And that's exactly what we're doing. Here on lap 3, we've caught up to Hayden Gullis, who has actually made a mistake. And you could probably say that's a second mistake there. He's now out of the race. And for the second time in as many laps, we have another safety car in this Belgian Grand Prix. It seems like this race can never fully get underway.
Oh, it's all kicking off ahead. Alright, Niren's quite slow. And hey, oh my lord!
Oh wow, he's out.
Nice dodge there, mate. Jeez, good reaction.
Oh my god.
Oh, another safety car. 2 in 1 race! Isn't this the limit now? I think the game only lets you have 2 in 25.
Really?
I think so, because when they did the update, the game update, I think they like specified in the blog. There's like, I think a limit of 4 in a 50 and a 100%, and there's a limit of 2 in 25.
Yeah.
To make sure we get enough racing laps, because this will go on until end of lap 4, right? So you restart lap 5. Right, I guess all the people who are on softs now get a chance to switch over, or not. Okay, no. Quite a lot of these soft runners are staying on their softs.
It's a tricky one, you know, because now we've got more safety car laps. It might mean they don't suffer as much towards the end.
Why is Gillen? Gillen's got the Halloween helmet on. It's freaking Feb, mate. Get with the
It's
top.
nearly
It's nowhere
Easter.
near October. What are you doing, mate? Get the helmet off, man.
Easter's just round the corner.
This is the F1 equivalent of having your Christmas tree up. Why have you got the Halloween helmet on? James has got my helmet, so he's got my modded helmet on. Nice.
You'll have to see it. He's a big Arab fan.
Who else has... Who else? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna record the rest of my race in James's POV. I'm the one driving it, lads. It's my helmet. I'm gonna hide the UI so I can yes, I can hide the UI. I've got no leaderboard up, so you can't see the name Veloce James. This is me driving, lads.
You're gonna win.
This has just saved my video. Thank you, James, for having the same helmet as me. I will now commentate this entire race as if this is me.
You can clickbait it and
in
say,
post-com. So thank you very much for that.
You can clickbait it and say, I want a Veloce squad sprint.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Awesome. So I'm not going to say much now to you, Ben.
Goodbye.
So actually, you know what? It's separate audio track, so I can still say stuff, but I'll post-comment it. Just pretend it's me. Great stuff. But now it means I won't be able to give you any updates or anything else. But I don't think you need me in your ear too much.
No, not really.
This is 200 IQ plays here, Ben. This is
wonderful scenes.
This is actually biblical scenes here. I bet James actually wins this race. That would make a banging title.
And back to your trusty old favourite post-commentary YouTuber, Tiametmarduk, once again. Looks like Jarno Opmeer has just lagged back a little bit. That is unfortunate on his behalf. That now promotes us up in a P7. We've got Kaki getting dangerously close in the formation under the safety car. There's no need to be this close, mate. We're just chill out. We've still got another lap behind this silver Mercedes, so just wait your turn. But anyway, we've opted to stay out in the safety car period. I thought about going for softs, but in the end, I think it would have been a bad call. I'm going to favour the track position. We're on the mediums, and I don't know, you just can't trust people in this league, as bad as that is to say, because I could easily pit for softs and lose my wing on a FIFA YouTuber or something towards the end, but away we go for the rest of this race. I think the way that this has panned out now, it just makes me wish that I pitted for softs a second time. During the first safety car period, I came in for mediums. I should have came in straight away again for softs, and then I would have been sorted for the rest of this race, because the two safety car periods have meant that the soft compound tyre runners should be able to easily get to the end with that reduced pace. But you can see myself and Danny trying to put moves on people. Danny's trying to get past Alex Gillen, which I believe he will, and I'm trying to put a move on my fellow namesake, Ben Rawagi. And we are now each up in position, myself and Danny, and we're going to see if we can fight our way through the field. Next up for Danny is Aeterno. Next up for me is Alex Gillen, who is trying to put a move on Formula Danny of all people. So we'll see how that works out for him. But Danny gets a nice run heading up to Pouon. He doesn't quite have the overlap that he needs to get the position on Aeterno. So I think he's going to have to bide his time a little bit. This is really awkward, because Aeterno is half leaving the door open, half closes it. And he's just kind of being a little bit annoying, in all honesty. Yeah, being very unpredictable for Danny to really do something about that. But we are making full advantage of that, as Aeterno is holding up Alex Gillen. And we're going to see if we can get a nice run on Alex here. We're up into overtake. I've got to say, there is a couple lapses or mistakes in decision making which I make over the next 20 seconds. The first of which being my ERS setting. Right now I should have turned it down, because overtake, I'm just wasting it. I'm dumping battery for no reason. I'm already up Alex Gillen's butt here. And the second mistake comes here, where I just kind of leave the nose up the inside. Aeterno has been spun out by Gillen, I think, and then I lose a spot to Jarno Opmeer. So putting myself in that vulnerable position meant that I lost a position, and I've almost lost a position to Rawagi here in turn 1. So, yeah, a couple of mistakes there, and we definitely could have managed that a little bit better. So here's the replay. Again, dumping too much ERS. I should have held back a little bit, put it down into low, and then maybe dive for the inside, because I wouldn't have been so close. Alex may not have defended it. And then here I put my car in a compromising position, lost a spot there, and I could have easily been spun out there as well, but thankfully I wasn't. And then here, I half left the door open for Waggy, but thankfully he didn't go for that. But maybe next time I probably should have even moved that even further over to the right. But regardless, we're still in this race. We still have our front wing, which is all that can be said now for the rest of this race. We're going to move on. Alex spins out at Puon. That promotes us up into P5. And I think from here, this might be the maximum we can achieve from this race. And that is because the only people in front of us are esports drivers. And I believe they're all on better tyres than what I'm on. So my target for the rest of the race is really just to hold on to P5, putting in consistent laps to the end. We'll cut to the last lap now, and we'll get my reaction.
You won't believe it, Ben, but I've just come through and I'm going to win the GP.
P1?
I've just won it. I've just won. I've just won it, lads.
P1?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Ah, P4!
You know what? This is a tactic.
Yes! I beat Yano up here!
Oh, yes, you got the Renault. Oh, nice one. What happened to him?
Oh, no. What's happened there?
What has happened there? He's got him.
I
was going to say, new tactic, Ben. Next race onwards, just start painting the Ferrari black. It clearly works.
Easy slaps.
Yeah, just, you know, it'll look... It's like in the like anime cartoon shows when the good guy in red goes rogue and turns black and he's actually more powerful. It's like that. So, yeah, I think that's a new tactic. It's like, oh, I can't believe it. I've just what? He hasn't really settled in yet. But I'm going to feel it there. I've won a Grand Prix in Squad Sprint. Absolutely amazing.
You scraped the walls a few times. Were you struggling for grip?
Yeah, you know what? I was a little bit, you know, and it did chip off the black paint. You can see a bit of the red coming underneath. And I changed my race number mid-race from 28 to from 22 to 28. And also my face character's not brown anymore. But don't worry about that. Yeah, feels amazing. And you can see I've gone full Brexit because I don't have the Union Jack flag. I just have the English flag now. So I've gone full Brexit for that as well to make sure I don't get deported from the UK. So yeah, no, real happy to be up here, Ben, on Top Step. And I think this tactic will see us get a 1-2 next race. I think just go black Ferrari. Sorted.
Easy slappage. Oh, I can't believe that.
What happened to Yano then? He just like, what? Like stopped at a spawn or stopped on the line or something?
He spun out of the bus stop chicane.
Oh, mad.
Yeah, I don't know what's...
I was going to say for a second, did he run out of fuel, but I doubt that. So, yeah, no, what on earth happened there? Fair play. P4, get in. Well, that turned from a horrendous race to an absolutely fantastic one for me. Oh, whoops, I scrolled down too much. Forget about that man in P18. That's not the real Arava. This is the real me up here. Veloce James is my new name. My new gamer tag, Academy.
Yeah, it's just a glitch by the game. Yeah. They should hopefully fix that.
It's just another glitch. Yeah, you know, Cody's glitches out so much, you know, so... Yeah, decent recording, lad. Decent.
1-4.